So guys, today we are gonna look at the perfume collection I have in my room, and it consists out of more than 100 fragrances, and all of them I'll be reviewing for you in this video, and I'll also tell you stories behind each of them. So if you want to find out more about that, please keep on watching because there is so much to discuss. Welcome back. Today we are gonna chat about perfumes I keep in my room, and I'm afraid even to imagine how long this video is gonna be because 100 fragrances is not a joke. So definitely thumbs up this one if you want to see more of my collection, and if you have any questions regarding any of these, because you know I'm gonna be very fast and I won't be going into details about each and single fragrance. Please ask me anything you want in the comments. As you know, I love to hear from you. Your feedback in general is very, very helpful for my channel. So on that note, let's get started. And another cool thing is that I'll be spraying all of these perfumes on myself, and I'm not sure if I'll even have enough space on me to apply 100 fragrances, but that we will find out. Alright, so let's begin with this bottom shelf, and first fragrance that we are going to talk about is called Sunny Side Up by Juliette Hazegan. It's definitely one of my favorites. Fragrance that smells like your second skin, musky with icy super and a hint of woodsy vanilla. It's very pleasant. I would call it sexy and intimate. Benny enjoys it. When he comes to my collection, that's definitely something that he would personally go with. So Sunny Side Up is a major favorite. And now that Juliette Hazegan perfume I have here is called Lipstick Fever, and that is their 2020's release. That smells like a fruity berry lipstick because it's powdery, irisy, violetty, but there is also patchouli in the dry down, so it's kind of sexy and dated lipstick, but not vintage. Quite modern, so I like that one. I find it's a little bit more feminine, but Vanilla Vibes, also from the same brand, is rather unisex, amazing, salty, vacation like vanilla. It smells dusty and reminds me of beach and cocktails and, you know, sunny flowers in the hair. So it's a very lovely vanilla, and I really like that bottle too because these have almost like gradient effect, and you can tell they are see-through and not like the other bottle. So I find this is a very lovely, rather minimalistic brand, and I'm a big fan of it because next fragrance is also from Juliette Hazegan called and this is a delicious gourmand. That was one of my first purchases as I started working, and it's like caramelized, sweet, very, very powdery floral scent. It's a gourmand, but it is not too intense. However, it's really mouth-watering and very elegant, not edible and foodie. So I think if you're looking for something very mass appealing, is definitely something you need to check out. And the final fragrance from Juliette Hazegan that I have in my room is called Anyway, and this one has very pretty bottle and interesting scent because it smells sort of clean and almost ozonic, so it reminds me of very fresh air, like in a laundry. I bought it to wear to work, so it's one of my working fragrances, and since it's so cool and ozonic, I personally like to wear it when it's hotter. So on that note, we are done with my Juliette Hazegan collection, and now let's move on to the French brand Les Parfums de Rosine. Their perfumes are just stunning, and first of all, they have very pretty bottles. All fragrances are kind of rosy, but they really show how rose perfume can be very different every time. This one is not rosy, it's violet. It's called Glam Rose, and it smells, okay, now I'm sort of like, where should I apply it? It smells, oh yes, a very beautiful Parma violets. If you like violets and you want them to be rosy and sort of juicy, but you know, like pomade-y, I think you will really enjoy it. It's rather feminine in my personal opinion. Next fragrance I also keep in my room from this brand is called Rose New, and I like this pink bottle a lot, and I also like this fragrance because it reminds me of my beloved Love by Chloe. If you know it, it smells like clean makeup powder, and unfortunately that one is discontinued, but this is a very close fragrance to that one that I have so many memories with, and it's honestly one of the prettiest perfumes ever. And since I love powdery fragrances so much, I love to keep it in my room so I can just grab it and apply it when I'm on a go and I know that I will enjoy during the day. So the next fragrance is called Bali Fleur by the brand Burberry Perfumes, and this is a very cool fragrance that smells extremely dated and very sensual and seductive. I always imagine Adam grabbing that apple from the tree, you know, that moment. This is how it smells to me because it's sort of like a perfume that is heaven-like. It has this very tart, berry to fruity twist, and floral in moment is very decadent, and it's just so heaven-like. Honestly, it's juicy and tart and mouth-watering and one of a kind fruity perfume. So I think all lovers of fruity scents should definitely check it out. And the next one is gonna be my wedding fragrance. God knows when I'll be married, maybe never, but if I'll have a wedding, I'll be wearing Gardenia by Sarah Horvitz. I won't spray it on myself because I don't wear it, I save it for that special day. It smells like thick, amazing, truly stunning, best Gardenia ever. So I'm a major fan of this perfume. In my opinion, it's so beautiful and best Gardenia overall I've smelled. So definitely check out Sarah Horvitz perfumes because I adore her fragrances. For example, her Perfect Nectar perfume is the scent of vacation when you are, you know, somewhere on an exotic island and then you come home to the hotel room and you take a shower, and from the open window you get that sensual, exotic, tropical air from the island. So I'm a big fan of it, and if you like zesty, citrusy and happy vacation-like perfumes, you will like it a lot, I'm sure. Next fragrance I have here is actually a gift that is called Gold Needle Tea from Jo Malone's tea collection that apparently is getting discontinued, which is such a shame because it consists out of fabulous perfumes. This one smells like beautiful, deep, black tea, very warm, woodsy, not necessarily smoky, rather with this deep and dark fruity note, and I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of this tea perfume for colder weather because it's warm and so delicious but not gourmand, and I wear it to work sometimes because it makes me feel really good. So on that note, another gift was Aromatics In Black by Clinique, which in my opinion is an example of beautiful commercial mass appealing type of a fragrance that smells interesting and catchy and not as boring as the modern fragrances. So if it's still available, definitely try to find it. And on that note, we are moving into the 4160 Tuesdays collection, and I have so many fragrances from this brand. Gotta be honest with you, they offer a lot of perfumes and I have a lot of them. For example, Sex Goddess is my go-to bedtime perfume that makes me feel super sexy. I don't want to wear it because I always get ready to sleep with it, but I would be happy to wear over the chocolate shop that literally takes you to the chocolate shop where you get the aroma of this chocolate that is so real and very gourmand. So if you're a fan of chocolatey perfumes, that is something you need to check out. I really like it for colder weather, for Christmas. Actually, that is when I bought it last year. So on that note, Meet Me on the Corner is definitely one of the best perfumes I've ever smelled. It was inspired by late 70s Chypros perfumes and the time when you needed to arrange a meeting with a friend and then actually waited on a corner because you couldn't change the time because there were no cell phones back then. And this is my morning go-to fragrance that has this wake me up feeling. It's very citrusy but juicy and rather sweet citrusy. There is the note of Mandora, which is new citrus note in the perfumery. That's why it smells differently from other citruses, and I keep it here so I can apply it in the morning. New York 55 is a beautiful powdery sweet violet with raspberries that I bought as a work perfume. So some of these perfumes I don't want to apply because I'm reminded of occasions where I wear them, but actually I don't mind wearing this. So let's spray a little bit. If you like berry violets, you will be obsessed with it. Sorry guys, I'm kind of like with my back to the camera. I just need to grab perfumes. Another one from the same brand is Paris 1948. Beautiful bubble gum like chypre that I wear when I'm going out, mostly with Benny. I bought it like special occasion or going out daytime fragrance that is very sexy and has this bubblegum twist, which is very cool. Freeway is perfume I bought to wear specifically in Los Angeles this year, but apparently since I'm not there, I haven't worn it, and I won't be spraying this amazing orange blossom sweet delicious vanilla because I'm still saving it for my Los Angeles trip. Another fragrance I have from this brand is Wash Me in the Water, and I had a sample of it and just fell in love with this. I don't know, it smells like minty candy, and I don't know why, because it's actually herbal and aromatic but very special. It's not sweet, it's not a gourmand one, but it has like almost powdery minty finish. Very, very evocative fragrance for which I really enjoyed. Another one is Amberama, which is a sexy ambery perfume that I bought as a going out perfume. So if I go out to a party, to a holiday, to, you know, anywhere to meet some friends, I wear Amberama. That is definitely what I wear on the everyday basis. And for a summery fragrance, I bought Rhubarb and Citrus Cologne that smells a little bit like marijuana, but like in this citrusy and rhubarby way. Very, very juicy, mouth-watering, slightly sour, beautiful fragrance. And the final one I have here in my room from 4160 Tuesdays is Sunshine and Pancakes. That smells like beautiful sun-kissed skin. It smells like honey, it smells like pancakes that you're eating on a day off. I am basically wearing it in the summer because it's so sunny, but now it's so cold and really awful in Germany, so hopefully it will give me that beautiful sunshine mood. And it has a very zesty, almost lemon orange peel note in the opening, so it's refreshing, slightly bitter, but it develops as a sunny perfume and it makes me happy. On that note, let's move on to Oscan by Sylvain Delacour. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. This is a very sexy fragrance I took with me on the vacation to Egypt. It smells a little bit like coromandel, like patchouli with orange blossom. Very sexy fragrance. Slightly, ever so slightly, oh yes, memories. Slightly chocolatey, slightly gourmand. It has this beautiful chocolate patchouli note in there, for which I really appreciate it. Next fragrance is Arancia di Capri by Acqua di Parma. This is literally amazing, summery, citrus fragrance that smells like lemonade a little bit because it's rather sweet, and I prefer sweeter citrusy perfumes because I'm not very comfortable with citrusy notes. So another fragrance is Pivoines Printemps from the exclusive Maison Lancôme range. This is the smaller version of bigger bottles, and I love this very effortless floral fragrance that smells cool, very cool. It smells like morning peonies with raindrops on them, and this one I bought to wear when I'm with Benny, so I was pretty good at that, so anytime I met him, I was wearing it, and it smells very interestingly. If you like clean, fresh floral perfumes, you should definitely check it out. And if you like rose, this is best rose ever. That is called A Trembling Rose by Linda Lundenberg. I have a review on it. I'm obsessed with it, and I keep it in my room because it's my favorite ethereal, beautiful, perfect rose. Another fragrance from her is Peché Suede Best Peachy Perfume. If she creates a perfume, it's the best, honestly. It smells very, very juicy of peaches, but in the dry down, you get that like powdery softness of suede. And I find suede and peach, they are a little bit similar because when you touch them, they are sort of fuzzy. So yeah, that was the bottom shelf. Let's move on to the one in the middle. Wow, and this is a very powerful leathery fragrance, Doraphilia by Miguel Matos, that was inspired by this fetishistic obsession of touching leather. And it smells like animalic, very, very vintage leather. So if you like, ooh, yeah, like animalic, raw, very bold leather with aldehydes, I think you will enjoy it because it is very strong, very obvious, slightly vintagey smelling, so also wintry because of the aldehydes. Another one is Pink Magnolia by Loewe. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name of this brand, but that was a generous gift from my subscriber, and it smells very, very pretty, like pink, fruity, floral fragrance that is very girly, that you want to wear when you dress up, when you're so glamorous. So it's something very easygoing that I enjoy from time to time. This is one of my most favorite perfumes ever, Metallic by Tom Ford. I'm obsessed with this makeup-y aldehydic fragrance with vanilla that is comforting and playful all at once. So yeah, wow, 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 wow. This is best perfume that Tom Ford has ever created, in my personal opinion. Next, we have here some commercial releases. Burberry Her Intense, I guess. This smells better than Baccarat Rouge. It smells powdery, it smells very smooth. It was created by the same perfumer as Baccarat Rouge, but this one is just like without that harshness. So I'm a huge fan. I've been talking about it over and over again, and since I love it so much, I love to keep it in my room, so when I don't know what to wear, it always works out for me. Last year I bought Gucci Bloom Ambrosia di Fiori because of this bottle. I was obsessed with it, and it's a very nice take on rather commercial white floral scent that doesn't smell cloying, that doesn't smell bad, but it smells very mass appealing, very understandable, but it hits on the niche quality. So if you like white flowers, I think you might actually enjoy it. And here I have Vanille d'Iris from Ormond Jane, and this is honestly, guys, this very happy, sunny iris fragrance, probably because of the vanilla in there, because, you know, vanilla just creates this happy mood, and it has iris note that is so sunny. It's like yellow iris for me personally, and it's like a tiny treasure from my collection, so I love to keep it somewhere where I can always see it. This is something very different. Uno Tumam from Nishani that was created by Miguel Matos. Honestly, this is an interesting, very powerful, sweet, aromatic, herbal kind of fragrance that is truly addictive. I don't wear it on the everyday basis, only, you know, when I'm feeling that I need it. But I gotta be honest with you, it's very addictive, and every time I smell it, I'm like, oh gosh, I need to wear it more often. So on that note, Habanita L'Esprit by Molinard was this year's blind buy for me, probably one of the best I've ever done in my life. I decided to wear it when I'm with Benny once again. So it's a beautiful white musky type of a fragrance that smells clean and not makeup-y powdery, but it has that cosmetic vibe, which I really love about it. And Bitter Peach by Tom Ford was my purchase during the peach obsession, and it has very interesting, rather orangey, fruity scent than peachy, but there is this note of Davana that is slightly alcoholy, that is slightly herbal, that is powdery, that is tart and fruity. So it's a beautiful boozy kind of a fragrance with this alcoholy, fruity jamminess. So I'm a big fan of Tom Ford's, you know, colorful bottles. The one I have in the black one is Vanille Fatale, best vanilla probably ever that I purchased this year because it was on my wish list forever, and I've been wanting to get it, and finally I did. And if you love vanilla and you've never tested it, just test it and fall in love. Honestly, it's definitely this like glazed, alcoholic, powdery, slightly gourmand vanilla that is just like truly magical. Rose Freak I bought because of this bottle that suits my entire room. I'm not the fan of the scent. I don't wear it that often. I keep it here not because I love it, only because it looks very pretty. And the thing that I'm not enjoying about it is that cloying musky note. So yeah, definitely not my number one. But here I have the most creative designer fragrance of all times, Gucci Memoir d'Eau. I know that not everyone loves it. I personally do, because it smells like, you know, chamomile tea with almonds. It's very powdery, yeasty, gourmand, and just very creative, particularly for a commercial release. Here is one of the beast mode perfumes of my entire collection, Patchuli Kozha by Nishane. It smells like sweet, oriental, heavy, Middle Eastern smoke. I won't be applying it, otherwise it will overwhelm all fragrances, but this is my go-to winter time fragrance if I go out at night, because it's amazing when it's cold and it's just so warming. It's almost like a hot fragrance. This is one of my most worn fragrances of the entire year, because Le Scandaleux by Anatole Le Breton is sexy, very mature kind of fragrance in the vintage style that makes me feel very special when I wear it because of leather peach combination. It is something absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend it to all who love Mitsoko perfumes, and all who love spicy fragrances will be very much pleased by Gilded from Libertine Fragrance, because although I'm not the biggest fan of, you know, spicy perfumes, they're just not my favorites, I'm a big fan of this one, because it has almost like this powdery, dusty cardamom with some brown sugar, so it's very comforting, very pleasant. Here are my Mont Guerlain's Intense and Eau de Parfum. I mean, like, these are just great, powdery, feminine, very sexy, very pleasant, very mass appealing perfumes that I'm a big fan of. That's why I keep it here in my room. So today I'll be smelling just great. I don't even wanna to take a shower, guys, because wow, I feel like I'm in a perfume shop. You know, when I am going to a very cool shop, I spray just everything that they offer there. Louis from Guerlain doesn't need an introduction. Benny goes crazy about it. I'm obsessed. It has been on my wish list forever. This year, although it was tough, I could buy a lot of fragrances I was dreaming about. And oh yes, this is like Guerlain's fragrance with oriental character, with beautiful sugary pear and sweet smoke and resins. It's just very relaxing and sexy. Something also sexy like is Iho by Nakuna, brand new brand from the Scandinavia, based in Finland. And if you like modern molecules and vanilla and you want a woodsy skin like vanilla, actually I want to apply it on my skin, you definitely need to check it out. It's an awesome vanilla for every day. That's why I keep it here, because when I don't know what to wear and I want something a bit stronger than Sunny Side Up, I reach out for it. It's great. So two other fragrances I have here are from Oritza Legrand, Malaga Santa and Oración, and they were inspired by Easter holiday, you know, and also Spain, the Holy Week in Spain. So Oración smells like cool, snowy day. It's also a little bit piney, which I really love. It smells like winter morning. And Malaga Santa smells very churchy, very ritual-like, very ancient, very spiritual. So now we are done with this shelf. Let's move on to this one, and of course talk about one of my most worn fragrances of the year, which is La Belle Helene by MDCI Paris. If you like pear and you like sweet powdery perfumes, you need it. Buy it, blind buy it, I don't know. I just love, I literally sprayed almost on my forehead, how pear, yummy. It smells. It's one of the best pear perfumes you can imagine. And this is one of my work time perfumes. That's why I keep it here. So when I wake up and I don't know what to wear, I can grab my working fragrances. Omiyage for Her from Anayake was a limited edition. I'm a big fan of this sunscreen makeup scent in a bottle. Something I was hesitating buying is Atelier from Bottega Veneta. Very expensive, very high quality perfume that smells a little bit commercial. Like, it smells like a beautiful floral powdery fragrance from the past. But the problem is perfumes like this are not created anymore. And it has this chestnut Atelier peach blossom note that is unlike anything else. So it's very sunny and happy for me personally. That's why I love to wear it. Loved it during golden autumnal days. And here is one of the most comforting intimate fragrances for in and outdoors called Cycle 001 by Maison Violet, which is a very modern fragrance that smells rather rooty, woody, aromatic and powdery than, you know, makeup-y. And the thing is, this perfume is so amazing, very long lasting, and it performs amazingly. So I just love to apply a little bit, sometimes on my hair, and just experience it throughout the day because it's very grounding. And I think if you like Angelica, if you like Iris, if you like soft, delicate, woodsy notes, you will adore it. And you know, it supports our environment, it's eco-friendly, it's long-lasting, very unisex, so I highly recommend it for everyone who spends a lot of time at home. And one of the purchases I justified with, you know, telling myself you'll be wearing it every day, and I try to appreciate Iris Torrifier. That was a limited edition from Guerlain this year, and I'm doing fine with that. I mean, like, this is a very lovely irisy, powdery, also a little bit woody fragrance with coffee, with what else? I don't know, leather. It's very beautiful. It's very Guerlainish. I love Guerlain so much. That's why I keep a lot of Guerlain's perfumes here. We'll get into them, but first let's talk about this one. It smells like flamingos, pink, powdery feather. I'm talking about Le Chant de Camargue that I was dreaming about for years. Benny got it for me as a birthday gift, which I'm so happy about because I didn't know where to apply it. See, I knew that this moment will come. Okay, I don't have anything here, at least I can smell it. So yeah, it smells very abstract, floral, clean, airy, very, very lovely. Just a lovely scent for those who like powdery perfumes but want it to be fresh. I've been wearing during warmer days a lot. So with that being said, let's talk about my Guerlain's collection. And I have here Après L'Onde, a very cool fragrance from what I remember. Oh my god. Okay, maybe here. Yeah, it smells like, okay, there was bitter peach. It wasn't good decision. Anyway, it smells cool, it smells cold, it smells of herbs, it smells just a cool fragrance. If you don't like warm perfumes, I think you will enjoy it. It's nice to be worn if you wanna feel clean, maybe like after the shower. So Champs-Élysées I bought this year. A lot of these purchases are from this year actually, because I was creating the lilac top list in the spring and I wanted this fragrance that smells just like blooming lilac. Powdery, intoxicating. Where should I spray it? Maybe here, yeah. So, oh, I just love it. It smells very classy too. So I'm a big fan. I was wearing it a lot, which is great because, you know, I'm so greedy with my perfumes. Eau de Bain, I don't know, from Guerlain's beautiful collection. I bought in Amsterdam as I was really into Petitgrain and Neroli. I just love how they smell. I love those notes, and this is one of the best perfumes with it. Okay, I'll be spraying something on my back, okay? I hope that's okay, because if I'll be like walking, people will notice it. Oh my god, I know this video is already so long and I have so many fragrances to talk about, but please bear with me. Météorites, limited edition, discontinued release, I don't know, also from Guerlain, that should imitate the scent of their Météorites powder, you know. This is literally amazing, juicy, phenomenal, apple-like violet scent. Oh yes, it's so feminine, it's so smooth. I love it. I don't wear it that often. I just love to look at it, to be honest, and since it's discontinued, I'm afraid, you know, to wear it. So on that note, another limited edition that I also don't wear that often is White Moss and Snowdrop from Jo Malone, that was released for Christmas a few years ago. And you know, Snowdrop is an imaginary note in the perfumery because there is no essential oil of Snowdrop nor absolute, but it smells wintry, it smells like winter flower. I'm a big, huge fan. I will apply a little bit here. So yeah, this bottle, once again, something to look at when I'm bored or in a bad mood. Another limited edition from last year is Rose and Magnolia. This is a peppery rose. Honestly, guys, I'm going crazy here. I've never sprayed that many fragrances on myself, maybe at the exhibition. It smells like winter rose with pepper, and this year's limited edition is Midnight Musk and Amber in this super stunning bottle. I'm a big sucker for limited editions. Gotta be honest with you, if something is limited and it's from the brand I like with cool notes, I need to have it. Let me know if you're the same. This one smells a little bit bitter and sharp in the opening because of juniper, but later it transforms into this amazing, creamy, satisfying, home, cozy fragrance. So yeah, I've been wearing it a lot since I bought it. For my birthday, I got myself Gardenia Oud Absolu, another new release from Jo Malone, and I love this bottle a lot, once again, and the scent is real nice because it smells of high quality oud, very, very high quality, that is juicy floral like gardenia flower is. So I find like this is a very beautiful release. It smells niche, it smells very expensive. I like fragrances like that. So yeah, that's it. Young Hearts from Bruno Campora that won Art and Olfaction Awards and smells like forest roses is also in my room. And yeah, it's a very fun, green, foresty, rosy fragrance. There are not many ones in this style. So if you like pine and rose and you want them together, and also galbanum, if that's one of your favorite notes, check it out. Promenade in the Gardens I bought maybe this year, I'm not sure, maybe last year, to wear at work on just on the everyday basis. It's a lovely sort of very modern light chypre perfume that smells to me quite rainy. So it's a rainy fragrance. Bubble Bath was blind buy for me. I was so intrigued by this release. First of all, this name Bubble Bath perfume that was created to evoke memories of taking a relaxing bath after a long day. I blind bought it. I wanted to review it in a bath with bubbles. I did, and yes, it smells super cool. And since this is a soapy perfume, very aldehydic but creamy because of not aldehydes, coconut, it's a lot of fun. And I wear it to work sometimes. It's very strong, it's clean, it's refreshing, it's beautiful. And another one from Maison Margiela I have here is Tea Escape. It's discontinued. I got it from a shop. It was amazing bargain for me. Smells like rice powder with a very, very delicate tea note. I'm obsessed with it. I will spray it here because I love it so much and I rarely wear it. So today is my happy day. And with that being said, we are done with this shelf, and that took us a long time, right? I tried to be informative and not too chatty, but we have more perfumes to chat about. I don't know, should I do a second part? I think so, because I'm afraid no one will watch such a long video. So at this point, I want to complete this shelf of mine that is very eye-catching, that has only stunning fragrances on it, and in the second part of this video we'll be talking about fragrances I have on these sides that are also very beautiful and I love a lot. So please check it out. The link is going to be on the screen now to that video, also in the description box, as well as other helpful information such as previous reviews dedicated to some of these perfumes. And there you can also find my social media, where I highly recommend you to follow me, particularly because on Instagram I invite perfumers to live chats and you can ask them questions and learn about behind the scenes, which is pretty cool in my opinion, and I'm doing that with pleasure for you. Those videos are very fun. And if you have any questions left regarding these fragrances, please ask them. Please comment below your impressions. Which one was your favorite? Maybe you want to buy one of these now. Please let me know your thoughts, because your engagement in the form of likes, comments, and of course subscription is so important to me to grow my channel. On that note, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you want more collection videos, then stay tuned. And that was all from me. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see each other in the next one. Bye guys! So guys, after filming this video, I realized that some of these perfumes are so strong that I want to point them out to you. For example, that's Uno Tomam by Nishane. It smells like sweet peppermint, but it is fresh and aromatic, kind of barbershoppy, but in the way I enjoy it, so it's truly addictive. And other than that, I can smell the majority of them, and to be honest with you, I've never applied my entire collection at once, so that's a pretty cool experience I'm doing right now. But where will I apply these? Because I have more than 20 fragrances to smell and chat with you about. Please check out the second part. Oh, I also forgot to tell you about Cycle 001 from Maison Violet, that I have a coupon code with which you can save some money. So if you like musky, gentle, slightly peppery, aromatic, grounding fragrances, please smell it and feel free to use my code in order to save some money.